I'm Don, Gabe's uncle. And Gabe was a very good young man. And I'm sure excited about his little daughter when he had her. I don't know what to really say. I mean, it's a sad deal missing him.
I am Chrissy. I'm Gabe's cousin. I'm Mitch's sister Mary's daughter, oldest daughter, and Gabe and I are the same age. We're the same age. We hung out a lot when we were little. I haven't seen him, you know, very regularly since he moved out here from Minnesota. And what I remember most clearly about Gabe, every time I picture his face, he's always got this huge grin on his face, and he's always just such a loving, caring guy. I can't remember a single time when he ever said anything negative. He was just the best guy, really. And he had the most wonderful hugs. I just felt so safe around him. He seemed so strong. Maybe a bit silent, but it didn't matter because he was Gabe. He was just so good. I just get general feelings about, you know, just such a good guy. Everything. Honestly, I can't remember him ever being negative or talking bad about anybody, or he's good with everybody. He made you feel so comfortable, and I wish I had a good story to tell. Yeah, his life was a good story, though. I mean, I can't picture him doing anything wrong, and I feel like, you know, if anybody was going to make it up there, it was going to be him, that's for sure.
Were there many other cousins that were the same age as you guys?
We were all kind of the oldest. Cherish was the very oldest, and then I think I was born a few months before Gabe, or the other way around.
He was born in May.
Months before me, because I was born in, not a few months, I was born in December, but we're both 33 right now. And I think next was my little sister Carrie, but there were 8 kids in Mitch's family, and there's about 20 cousins, and we were all the oldest ones. So there was kind of a gap between Carrie, and then there was a bunch of younger ones. So when we did get together, it would be, you know how at first when you don't get to see each other for a while, you all get together and you're a little bit shy. What do we do? And then we get away from all the parents, and then we're just rowdy, and it's like, you know, we never were apart, you know. Yeah. Good times. Still.
I'm Zoanne. I'm Gabe's cousin.
Well, hi everybody. I'm Gabe's niece Mariah. Woohoo!
I didn't really get close with Gabe until the last, like, maybe 3 years, but from all the times that we spent together, he was always really happy and active and kind of laid back and just enjoyed life, and he really loved Avery, and he was a great father. He loved being a father and stuff, and Avery was everything to him.
I don't know. Gabe's great. I don't know. Of course I've known him my whole life. I lived with him in 5th grade, and it was really great living with him. He's a good, like, father figure, and really, like, helpful. Always helped me with my homework and everything, and, like, always, like, played soccer with me and brought me to my games and practices, and I always wanted to be involved and help out and everything. And yep, I don't know. That's about it.
Were there silly things he did that made you guys laugh?
Well, one time, last time when we were here in August of 2010, we spent a whole day with Gabe, and we went to Taco Bell, and I don't know, I really remember that, because it was just so fun, and we ordered so much food, and he's just not shy to be himself, and he always had a smile on his face, and he was kind of kept to himself, but very outgoing to people close to him, and if you really got to know him, you like knew how kind and genuine and stuff he was. He always made you feel safe because he was so big and stuff, like you just felt safe being around him, like if anything happened he was gonna be there to protect you.
I don't know, I just remember like riding around in like his new truck he got. It was like an old like military truck or whatever, but it was like totally something he would drive and everything. And just, I don't know, just like everything he did like totally like, described like kind of like who he was. Like he was never afraid to be himself or anything.
Yeah. He always wanted to show off who he was and what he was all about, and he was very into like nature and outdoors, and like he was like doing something with saving birds or something. He was telling me about
Eagles? What about, was it about an eagle's nest or?
Something to do with birds. But he was just never like afraid of what people thought of him, because he just knew he was himself, and that's all he needed to be, and people loved him for that. Well, like I've only really gotten close to him the last couple of years, but he really like basically inspired me to like be myself and not take crap from anybody, and just be who you want to be, and you're always good enough for yourself. And
I remember like he always made you try something new. Like we would go to Subway and like he wouldn't let me get something the same. He'd like, you have to try something new. You're only gonna live life once. You gotta do something new or try something new. Mm-hmm. So he always made me like do something different or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he liked to try like new stuff and just live life.
Did he ever give you guys lectures about things not to do when you're teenagers, or?
No. That's, I think, why we liked him the most. He was really laid
just, like,
back.
Super fun. Like, he knew what was right and everything, and, like,
he knew what it was like
show
to be
you,
a
like,
teenager.
the right thing to do, or whatever, but he just, like, had fun with us and stuff.
Yeah. I think he, like, knew what, like, he knows what it's like to be a teenager and, like, the hard times and everything, and he just, like, wants you to enjoy what you have and stuff.
Or maybe, like, when he was a kid, he was, like, always, it was, like, his parents were super strict and everything, so maybe, like, he's like, well, my parents are strict, let's have some fun.
Mm-hmm. I think, like, how close he was to his mom and dad, like, really means something, because, like, when you're a teenager, like, you kind of become distant, but then when you, like, grow up and stuff, like, you get really close to them, and, like, they were each other's best friends, and I don't know, like, I hope to be like that with my parents. Like, they were open about everything, and they spent almost every single day together, and they were just such a close family. Yeah.
Mariah, do you remember much in particular from when you were little, and how he treated you when you were a little girl?
I don't remember, like, really when I was little, but, like, just seeing all the pictures and everything, like, he was always, like, there's, like, pictures of him holding me at Christmas, opening presents with me, like, there's so many pictures of him being with me and everything, and I think someone told me today how, like, how they would drive around for hours at night trying to put me to sleep, like...
Him and Cass.
Yep.
Yeah. He was, like, he loved being a father and just, like, little kids and stuff. Like, I remember when I would go see him, like, when I was little, he just always wanted to play with the little kids, and the way like, he was with Avery and stuff, it's like, he's just so natural with, like, little kids and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When he loved being an uncle, too.
Yeah.
When you were born, Mariah, it was, like, the biggest thing. He let all of us know. He talked about you like crazy. That's not very typical for a 10th grade guy.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah. We're gonna miss him a lot. Like already just like looking around, you remember things like you see a beer and you think of Gabe or
Yeah.
anything. We did so much with him and he's never gonna be forgotten.
Yeah, it was definitely cool because our cousin Chrissy and her husband decided to brew their own beer, and then we sent them a picture of Gabe, and they made a label and put Gabe's face on the beer and everything. So that was cool, just remembering him, but how he liked to try new beers and everything all the time, and definitely with his dad.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard, but...
Anything else?
No.
Just shut the camera off, please.
We love Gabe.
Yeah. Love him and we're gonna miss him.